Hello, my crystal lovers. I have my enchanted crystal for February. Let's go ahead and get unboxing this. All right, before we get into this box, if this is your first time here, hello. My name is Tony Hunt, and I make videos about healing crystals, art, and art supplies. Please subscribe if you enjoy this video and give it a thumbs up. And comment down below what one of these is your favorite crystal. Now, let's jump right into this. Enchanted Crystal is a monthly crystal subscription box. Adam and his Enchanted Crystal team always give us a nice little update with what's going on in their store. I will read this to myself off to the side. Now, this is the crystal variety box. You will get a crystal grid, a little bonus pack, and about a handful of other crystals. Ooh, a beautiful, beautiful purple grid this month. Wow, it's a very eggplant purple color. And it kind of reminds me of a nautical compass. Or even those Etch-a-Sketches, or no, they weren't Etch-a-Sketches, they were spirographs. Is that how you say it? Spiral graphs from like the early 80s. It's kind of giving me that vibe there. Very beautiful grid. Right, our little bonus pack is pink quartz and blue calcite. Now I have to say, I think I've gotten pink quartz and blue calcite quite a bit. So by this time, I can make quite the crystal grid with all of my blue quartz. And my blue calcite and pink quartz. Now, as I say, calcite is a very waxy to the feel and texture. I like to feel it in my hands. And these are very, very nice looking pink quartz points. So we will put these off to the side. They both had a very calming feel. Now, I think any stone-colored light blue is very calming. So is like blue lace agate, that same blue color, very calming to me. All right, let's get out the goodies. All right, this month we've got 7 specimens, and we've got this really heavy square-shaped one. We will save that guy for last. So let's start from the smallest to the biggest, and this one just wants to really pop over. What do we have here? We have a Greek, Argonite, Stalagtite. Huh. Well, Argonite can sometimes look like a sea urchin, how I would describe it. And then the stalagtite means it's hanging on tight, so it's hanging down usually. Stalagmites go up. Tight goes down, I believe. Of course, correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I thought that's how it went. Well, let's check this out. Okay. Yes. So when I said sea urchin, it would be a lot of these little things, maybe smaller. I think the specimen I have is quite small and has a lot of these little formations. But this is what it would look like. Hanging down from a cavern or cave or something. So we have our own little piece of stalagtite. Very cool, and it's very rough on the outside. Well, these are both pretty light. Let's go here next. A window lepidolite mica, rare. Okay, so mica, we've got some layers going on. Okay, so the mica is going to be like layers, and lepidolite is a purplish color. And the window means it's going to be like a pane, like a flat pane of it. And somewhat see-through. And yes, as you can see, it's quite transparent. Here's some of that purplish down here. But if you, even with your fingernail, you might be able to flake this off in very thin layers. That's the mica. Just very transparent, as you can see. Always fun to display these. Very cool. Nice. And I destroyed my little name, but I should know what this is. I have a couple of them. All right, next one. Z Calcite. Wonder what color we're going to get. Okay, the druzy part means it's going to have a lot of little crystalline formations that make it sparkle. Oh, and it's just like a clear. Very druzy. Let me turn off my bright light. Maybe we can get this to shine. Doing my best to capture this. It almost looks like a piece of shaved ice. And there's lots and lots of little tiny crystalline formations right on the surface that would just make this sparkle in the right lighting. Obviously, my lighting is almost making it so you can't see it, but that's what studio filming lights do. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's do this. Sodalite. Okay. We always like Sodalite. It's very good for communication. And of course, oh, we ripped it. Well, I should be able to identify Sodalite. It's very good for your throat chakra, hence the communication part. If you're going to be speaking in large crowds, it might be good to wear. Oh, we've got it protected here on the edges. They probably put that on there before they sliced it. As you can see, this part is cut. And that is a very nice, beautifully colored piece of Sodalite. We've got some of the natural on this side. And then we've got the polished side here. Very beautiful blues. But yes, this is really good for communication. It's good for communication, both written and oral. So if you happen to be writing a book, this is something good to have by you if you're trying to put your thoughts down on paper. All kinds of good things for Sodalite. And it's just beautiful. All right, this one's next. What do we got? What do we got? Epidural Matrix. Now, I know I've received this before, but I cannot remember what it is. So it's not on Matrix, it's in Matrix. Oh, another one that's wrapped. Interesting. Well, we can see it already. And yes. See all that? The epidote would be the black crystalline formations. Almost reminds me a little bit of tourmaline in there. Trying to get it to the best spot to focus for you. But since it said it's in Matrix, we know it's going to be formed inside, not sticking on top. Very cool. I'm going to have to read up on Epidote because I don't know that much about it. But it's black, so it must have some kind of root chakra quality. Very, very grounding. Probably wards off either negativity or absorbs it for you. Protection. Black crystals are always good for protection. So I'm sure it has a wonderful slew of properties. I'm just not 100% sure of what they are. All right, now we are up to this one. Oh, this feels very square. Pink Iceland Spar. So the spars are going to look a little bit like this. They kind of look like ice. And they can be clear, they can be bluish in color. I don't know if I have quite pink yet. Oh, yes. A very nice sized piece of spar. Pink Iceland Spar. Let me get it out of my bright lights to see if I can get any of the pink. Yeah, I'm not getting too much pink off of this one. Maybe deep down in there a little bit. But with all my bright lights, you're just not going to see it. This is a very nice quality piece of spar. Very neat. And it was very square. I could feel it. So that's another neat piece. Kind of looks like a big cube of ice We've got a couple of those going on here today. Very cool. Oh, let me put my little thing back on here. Now, we're up to the final one. Very intrigued. It's heavy. Hexagon Selenite. So Selenite has so many wonderful properties. Mainly, it's what helps me with headaches. I have talked ad nauseum about it. I actually put it to my forehead when I get really bad headaches. Don't put selenite in water. Nice. So here we go. Now, selenite amps up anything you put on top of it. So if you really want to draw out the energy in a certain crystal, say our sodalite, we're going to be taking down some notes that we want to remember later, and we want them to be clear and concise. We're going to put our sodalite on here because selenite just boosts or amps anything you put on top of it, like so. But now this hexagon would be beautiful to have a point put on top of it, or anything. I mean, you can put little small stones on the outside. You can build a little miniature crystal grid right in there if you'd like. Just so many wonderful things you can do with this little slab of selenite, for sure. Now, this probably wouldn't be the greatest to put on your forehead, but you could do it. It's a little too big to be a palm stone, but I think this hexagon is more of a showpiece to me. So I would probably put a big point coming off of here of a crystal I would be working with that week or month or whatever. So I'm going to actually see if I have maybe a carnelian to boost my creativity, or even a bloodstone, because I'm feeling a little low on energy. My anemia might be taking a little turn towards the lower side. So I might put a big bloodstone on there and put that by my nightstand. All right, guys, this is what we got in our February Enchanted Crystal box. A lot of clear whitish stones. It doesn't look too catchy, but there are some really nice pieces in here, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. So anyway, let me know down below what your favorite crystal is for this month. And if you get this box, let me know the variation you got. I know there's a couple different variations of boxes people get within the same month. And I will see you in my next unboxing. Bye.